Hey y'all, it's Hugh here. Just wanted to get on and chat about my first couple weeks in door-to-door sales. It sucks. It's really good. So just wanted to get on here and chat about what I'm doing, how it's going. You know, I've been giving my weekly update, but I just feel like talking about the door-to-door stuff on its own. So I've done it a handful so far. I haven't even gone out a full shift yet. Today was my first relatively full shift. I'm having to head back into Alvin to finish yard work for somebody. But no, it's been good. It's rough. So let's start with what I'm struggling with. You know, there's just so many things people can say. And if you cannot give them a valid response immediately, then you don't win their opinion. You know what I mean? Because, like, first off, nobody wants you at their door. Most people don't. Some people are fine with door-to-door salesmen. I mean, I'm 19, so, like, I don't really care that much. You know, I live with my mom, and if we had a guy come knocking on our door, I probably would be pretty okay with talking to him and seeing if it's something for us, but most people don't think that way. I gotta sneeze. Most people don't want you there. Most people don't want me there. Door-to-door sales is not, you know, people look on salesmen as kind of like lower than everyone else. Ugh, gosh. Darn. Oof. You know what I mean? No one likes salesmen necessarily. Now, not everyone dislikes salesmen, but no one really likes salesmen. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's rough trying to break down those walls people have. And yeah, like I was saying, there's so many things that people are gonna say. And, like, their bias is already against you. So you have to respond super quickly to get them to think like, oh, okay, maybe I should consider this. Because if you, every little split second that you aren't swaying their opinion, that is time for them to think of reasons that you should not be at their door and reasons that they should not be talking to you. You know what I mean? I've only had a handful of sales, and most of them have been handed to me. The only one where I had to do some like real convincing was this one guy, and it was like not that it was kind of easy anyway. So, you know, I think that I just need to memorize a lot of things, you know. I don't know. I really don't know the point in this video. I'm just kind of talking. Today, for example, I had this lady who was, you know, a couple seconds into my pitch. So I'm going to show y'all my pitch, actually. I'm going to give it to you. And I guess we'll walk through that in a second. But before that, I'm going to tell you, you know, I start my pitch with, you know, some sort of icebreaker. Or I'm like, hey, I'll be real quick with you. My name's Hugh. I'm here with Green Country. It's just pest and mosquito control. And I hit that point, and she said, oh, we need some of that. It was that easy. And I didn't get the sale yet. I don't know. I really don't know if I could have. I was there for 10 minutes talking to her, and she was so into it. She wanted it. She's having an experience with bugs in her garage, too. Ants getting inside sometimes. Like, she wanted it real bad. She said she's been looking for somebody. We're offering a sweet deal for people in her neighborhoods. Like, it's everything, you know, all the boxes were checked. But she had to go talk to her mom, who she lives with, who helps her manage her finances and stuff. And her mom was sleeping. And I went, you know, we talked for 10 minutes, and she wouldn't. She just said, you know, like, I'm sorry, I just need you to come back tomorrow. I'm really into it. But she's asleep. I can't do this until she wakes up. Talk with her about it. So, okay. So I just kind of gave her a rundown of the information again, chatted with her, so that she knows what they're getting, so that she can talk to her grandma or her mom about it and get that figured out. You know what I mean? So that was good, but it's just like I couldn't quite get her to just fall in and be like, you know what, I'm gonna make the executive decision, whatever, if that makes sense. You know, I think what I should have done is been like, hey, you know what, let's put you in for tomorrow. You don't actually pay until after the service, so just, you know, and kind of go from there and be like, oh, we don't pay until after the service is done. If for some reason she decides that she doesn't want a pest-free home for this sweet deal, then you can go ahead and cancel and, you know, kind of stick with that. But I'm gonna swing back by there tomorrow, hit her up after she's talked about it with her, and then I have the opportunity to sway her back if she did change her mind. I don't know, we'll see. My pitch is the outline. Let's see, I'll just pretend I'm pitching it to you, and I'll give the responses for you. It's gonna, I've never done this before, it's gonna be weird, so. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, so like the person's gonna be like, oh, how can I help you or whatever. And I'll be like, hey, sorry, I'll be super quick with you. I know I'm the last person you wanna see right now. You've probably had plenty of guys knocking on your doors this week. My name's Hugh. I'm here with Green Country. It's just pest and mosquito control. We're servicing 15 to 20 of your neighbors right now. Some of them are dealing with the big old spiders. Of course, the mosquitoes are real bad. Ants, and a few people are having a wasp problem. Listen, we have so many technicians in here right now, and we're gonna have people in here today and tomorrow. So we're just doing it for super cheap. And at this point, you would ask, hopefully, you would ask, how cheap? Or, you know, what's half? Sometimes I'll say, we're doing it for half price. Say, what's half? Say, oh, you know, typically if you called me out for an average home, this is the price for an average home, you know. I say, oh, typically, you know, if you called us out in 2 weeks when the bugs were real bad, run you about $349 for that initial payment just to get us out here and get your house serviced. But because we have the techs here, we're able to waive a lot of the fees that come with, you know, transportation, paying them to get over here, loading up their truck, all of that. And we're knocking that initial fee down completely, and we're just doing $59 a month for everything. And I would say, you know, $59 a month, and that's for everything. And I go into the service and say, oh, and you know, that's for everything. We start by, and I walk off your porch and I start to show you the side of the house. We start with a little base spray. Take care of the house, the outside of the home. Go about 3 feet up, 6 feet out, all the way around the entire house. Takes care of any bugs that are there, and it'll also just set up a little invisible barrier for anything that isn't. Of course, we're gonna scrub the eaves right here, take care of that. There's going to be a little bit of repellent on the end of that brush, and it's not only going to take away any sort of wasp nest or spider nests that are there, but what Chris down the road really liked was that this actually got rid of them and kept them from coming back because of that repellent. It just keeps them from getting back up there. Of course, we treat the inside too. We're going to spray the baseboards behind your cabinets and the kitchen and the restroom. Get around the toilet, any sort of wet points in there, bugs might be coming in. While we're in there, would you want us to do the garage as well? And this is more to like test the waters to see what they're thinking. If they say, oh yeah, then they're interested. If they say, oh no, I'm not really into that, then as soon as they say no, I'm like, hey, that's fine, we won't do the garage. We're gonna go ahead and another thing we're gonna add to it that some of the other neighbors are real happy about is the granulation we do. I don't know if you've ever like put granulars on your ant beds in your yard, or maybe you've seen your neighbors doing it. Most people know what that is, some people don't, so that's a good thing to throw in there for me. And they say, oh, you know, yeah, I've seen someone do that, or yeah, we do that sometimes. I say, yeah, the stuff we do It's just like the stuff you buy at Home Depot, but on steroids. It's super strong. We can actually granulate 25 feet out past the home, all the way around the house, and spot treat anything past that. So if you see ant beds, maybe there's a bunch of, bugs around your trees, beetles, we'll go ahead and granulate around there. If not, just spray it. Take care of that for you. We're one of the few companies that don't charge for the spot treating or for that, all of that granulation. Just because we have our agriculture license, we can afford not to do that, if that makes sense. But again, we're only in here today and tomorrow. So if I can get you in, we're doing it for super cheap. Would a morning or an evening work better for you? And that's pretty much the sum up of my pitch right there. If they give me, they give me a time, cool, put them in. If they give me an objection, just kind of feed into that objection and talk about it, if that makes sense. None of y'all care, I don't think. But this is, fun stuff. I want to talk about it so that I can, sometimes it helps me to better understand what I'm doing after I try to teach it to somebody else, if that makes sense. So, today's been good. It's been rough. Everyone's having a hard time getting sales, I think. But I think in the evening it'll pick up. I'm kind of bummed I have to leave. It's 4:45 right now. Kind of bummed I have to dip because I wanted to knock some stuff out, but it's fine. I can get out there tomorrow evening. I'll just have to sacrifice my afternoon. Also, a lot of people just weren't home. I know that's the normal, but like today there was a lot of people not home. I don't know. It was crazy. So it's been fun, but it's hard. There's so many people that just aren't buyers, like they're not someone that's worth spending your time with. And then you finally find someone who is, and then you got to sit there for 10 minutes trying to get them on board or whatever. And I've been doing better as I've started to think about it as a conversation, if that makes sense. So as I've been able to really just lean against their house and just chat with them, do a lot better. But it's been fun. I'm enjoying it. We do everything. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. So I don't know. I just wanted to get on here and chat about that. I'm having a lot of fun. It's hard work. These people don't want you at their door. But it's been good for me. I think it's helping my ability to evangelize. So that was maybe I mentioned this before. That was the reason I took the job. A little bit of an update is that I have sort of decided on my plan for the outreach stuff I've been talking about. My plan is to get out and go out with me and Allison to the boardwalk. We're going to be doing the outreach at and spend some time just hanging out, just have a little date night there, feel the environment. Both of us are going to go out and do some evangelism. Probably just have her watch me do some evangelism. She's never done it publicly like that. Just have her watch me do it for a little bit after we go on a little bit of a date. And then after that, go hang out for a little more. And then, get another group after that of people who know what they're doing. And maybe like Allison or like whoever, one other person who doesn't quite understand it. And then, this is a weird road. I don't know why it's taking me this way. I'll trust it. Go ahead and do it. Shortcut. And then maybe do one or two more with more people that are unexperienced and more people that are experienced, and just do it with like a car or one or two carloads of people, and just have people get out there and make it a small group. And just get out there, have, the people who aren't experienced, just kind of sit there and watch someone who is do it. Just be a conversation thing. Pray, find the right person, get out there, chat with them. That was advice I got from Chris, just regarding going into it slow, testing the waters with Allison. Or that's what David Harden suggested, that testing the waters with Allison, go out there, have a date or whatever. And then following that, go out there with a small group. that was Chris's idea. Like, instead of making it a one-time thing, go out there and just sort of expand on it. And maybe it becomes a yearly thing and eventually it grows. But for now, just develop, you know, I need to develop a process from the conversations I have, bullet points to hit in the conversation, and then have a little training. Yeah, so it's been good. I am very excited. Finances are rough right now, but God always provides, you know. Super excited for church camp and VBS. I'm going to grind like crazy on these sales though, and I'm just gonna at least a sale a day. That's my goal. I didn't quite get it today. Almost had it with that one lady, but just it was a rough day for everyone. I'm looking at the app, and one guy's gotten 2 and 2 other guys have gotten 1 out of 11 to 12 guys. So it's, you know, it's rough out there today. But getting my tan on, covering my legs in mosquito bites and stuff. I don't know if you can see all that, but been learning the unicycle, so I can take that door to door. Good icebreaker. But yeah, things have been good. Just honestly, money's been it's a little rough right now, just because I'm not doing good on the sales, you know. But I think this next paycheck will be good, and after that, it'll be smooth. I just need to get it down, you know, get my routine in. So things are good. I appreciate y'all checking in and watching this video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.